Good day, dear listener, and welcome to the Novitero podcast. We have an exciting show planned for you. But before we get too far, a word to the wise. Novitero contains swearing, allusions to sexual themes, as well as themes of minor violence. A more in-depth description of this content as well as the transcript can be found in the description. Thank you, and we hope you enjoy today's episode.
Well, Cesa, how are you enjoying your stay with us so far? I haven't been notified of any new Space Yelp reviews, so I'm starting to worry this joint is going to lose its 5 stars.
My name is Princess Cesa, and considering the fact you kidnapped me, I'd say your ratings are about to go down.
A shame. Oh well, though. What can you do?
You can let me out of here. I believe the galactic laws dictate.
I'm going to stop you right there. First of all, those supposed laws that are supposed to protect you are about as useful as a grain of salt. With the war, barely anyone is following the rules set up by the Ozma conferences. And even if they did, you said it yourself, we raided your ship. Do any of us here look like the type that would give 2 shits about galactic law? I'll answer for you. We aren't. So, bitch all you want, but you should be grateful I didn't leave you on your ship till it ran out of oxygen, and the galaxy had one less pretty little princess. You can knight me for my service later.
If you were just going to rob me, why go to such drastic measures? Couldn't you have just left me and my ship alone?
Now where's the fun in that? Go big or go home, I always say.
What I don't understand is how you even disabled my ship.
My pal Valzin is a real whiz kid when it comes to tech. They worked their magic on old Kiki here, and now all I have to do is say the magic word and any ship we target is rendered powerless. Makes it harder for someone to get away when none of the fancy button pressing works.
You ruined my ship.
Yeah, but we didn't just leave you afterwards. So we basically saved your life too. Which is pretty damn charitable of us.
My life wouldn't have needed saving if you had just left me alone in the first place.
With a lonely govy ship like yours floating so close to my grubby little fingers? Unlikely. So, be glad that my crew and I were kind enough not to leave you to die?
My people would have come to my aid in no time.
Oh, really?
I was actually on a call with them when you attacked. I'm sure they're on their way now.
You know, I highly doubt that.
And what makes you so sure?
To start with the obvious, you saw what our tech did to your ship. It'd take a professional to get it even semi-up and running. Which, frankly, is an identity you don't seem to fit. Secondly, most govies, like yourself, tend to have at least one guard or escort of some sort, yet you are completely alone. Combine that with the absurdly large amount of Synex ore found on your ship.
Do you even know what Synex is used for?
Weapons. Good ones, too. I've been at both ends of a Synex gun before. And last time I checked, neutral planets, such as your own Foyetta, are, shall we say, highly discouraged from transporting and selling things to make weapons, such as Synex ore.
Synex can be used for plenty of other things.
Nice try. I've been around the galaxy enough times to know that's one fat stinking lie you're telling. So, to continue my point, I don't think anyone will come for you. Not when you're already alone. Not when you're dealing in things that are rather illegal for someone like yourself. What's with all the ore, princess? Figured. Well, enjoy your cell then.
Find anything useful out from our newest guest?
Not really. She's definitely doing something illegal with all that cynics, though. Hell, even we don't cart around that much.
Govies are weird. Royal Govies are worse. She's probably just looking to make a quick buck.
Having official orders to sell, despite being neutral, isn't exactly unheard of. But to send a princess to carry it out?
Maybe she's lying and isn't a princess.
Wouldn't explain the ship, though.
Stolen?
That'd be a bit hard, don't you think? I mean, plus news would have spread about a royal ship being stolen. No one would get very far with that thing.
Maybe she was planning on having it disguised?
Maybe. But that seems like a lot of pointless work just for a ship. Anyway, Valzin, what's our status?
Supplies are low and there's no place to land for miles. Cesa had some food on her ship, but it won't last us long. Fuel is the main concern.
Okay. Lutiga, what have we got near us?
Looks like all the planets that are close enough to use are uninhabited or are unsuitable for anyone on board this ship.
What about Sitco 6? That's only a few sectors over.
Well, that's not much help.
What? Can't we make it?
We'd be putting pretty close, that's for sure.
How the hell did we even get this low?
Well, taking down Cesa's ship put us way off course. Plus, firing off weapons take energy that we didn't plan on using. We've exhausted most of our resources.
What do you think, Val? Do we have enough fuel to get us to that planet?
If we're careful and use our resources wisely, barely.
Is it possible to use cynics as fuel?
For a ship that was more than a gravity-defying tin can, maybe. But the Karkinos is nowhere near compatible.
We could get rid of unnecessary weight.
Medic, for the last time, we are not just leaving the prisoners on uninhabitable planets.
What? Some of them are bound to survive.
Do you even know what uninhabitable means?
Oh, come on, Lou. It wouldn't be the worst we've done. I mean, it's not like I'm suggesting we use the prisoners as fuel.
In moments like these, I can't tell if you're seriously suggesting this or not.
I mean, if that's on the table.
It's not.
Oh, come on. They're just using up our oxygen. Taking them with us after we refuel will just waste resources. We can't keep them with us.
On that, we can agree. We can't take the prisoners with us after we land. At best, we're able to refuel, but there is no guarantee that we can get food or oxygen. Taking them with us is going to be a big risk.
Leaving them on the same planet we refuel on is a big risk too.
We could leave them on the other side of the planet.
With our current levels, I can promise at most a few miles away.
So this whole maneuver is going to be risky as hell. Great.
I do believe it was I who suggested against going after the Govy and her ship.
Fine, I'll take your cut of the cynics then.
Suggesting we make it that far.
Oh, ye of little faith.
Look, it's a risk we're going to have to take. If we keep them on board, we die. If we ditch them, we might live. We're just going to have to move fast.
Novitero is a Goose Thunder Network-produced podcast. Today's episode, Last Resorts, was written by Sterling Ray and Ali Hylton and edited by Amber Holtz, with sound editing by Cole Burkhart. Music was composed and performed by Benny James. The voices you heard in today's episode in order of appearance were Jona Lune as Cap, Lanessa Tremblett as Cesa, Nicole Tuttle as Lutiga, Brad as Medic, and Tal Minear as Valzin. Want to continue to stay up to date on all things Novitero? You can find us on Tumblr, Twitter, and Instagram at Novitero Podcast. That's Novitero Podcast. If you're enjoying the show, tell a friend, and consider leaving us a review on iTunes so we may continue to spread our story. Can't wait for the next episode and need something to fill the gap? consider checking out one of the other many Goose Thunder Network shows. There are stories about space, superheroes, mafias, and more, and we're sure you'll find something to enjoy.